What really is Nollywood about? Is it different from what we see?
The thing about Nollywood, first of all, is not as you see, definitely.
Right.
I think it's something that everybody should know because in the medical industry or the medical sector, I'm sure that there are people that it's not just medicine that's giving them money. There's a lot of packaging, yes. And because it's show business, because that's actually what pays some people.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
ability to package and sell something. Yeah.
As a lover of Nollywood and a producer myself, I can probably brag and tell you that Nollywood is the biggest film industry in the world. Yes, I said it. I said what I said. And as that industry continues to grow, we've also had so many talents grow in the industry. And that is why today we are going into that conversation. Everything about Nollywood is what we'll be talking about today. We'll be looking a little into the professional ethics, all of the drama in between. And of course, we have a talent that I totally love join us in the industry today. Before I let that cat out of the bag, right? And before I probably tell you how we have decided to coin the drama that comes with today's topic, let me introduce myself once again to all the lovers of the YeYeTalk Podcast. My name is Moyosara, and I have with me my six, the ever gorgeous Mide. How are you, Mide?
You're trying to look like a teenager today. What's going on?
You know, okay, maybe I'm feeling the teenage Nollywood vibe today.
Okay.
Yeah, like the high school girl,
And
right?
then with the afro, you're giving old Nollywood
If I tell you the
vibes.
story of this afro, I just got tired. I was having a bad headache. I'm like, this hair gonna get washed this morning. I just had to quickly pull it out, wash it. I'm like, what? Anyhow, will be
You look
welcome.
good. You look
Hey,
sweet.
sure, baby.
Sweet angel.
We don't come again, no. And yes,
I'm always washing you,
Yes.
so it's normal. It's
Wait,
normal. If I don't
maybe
wash
shut
you,
up.
no, I'm not feeling fine.
why you're not the day you don't wash me, I'll know you're not feeling
Yeah.
fine, and I'll remind you.
Yeah.
But yes, we're back to the YeYeTalk Podcast, and of course, where we say the truth and nothing but the truth. And today we are going into the truth of Nollywood, like I rightly said earlier on, and we will be looking at the topic managing personal and professional boundaries in Nollywood. You know when they say boundaries. Now today we're going to know if that boundaries now block or bricks or sand they use mold them. Because I know that our guest is going to do justice to this topic as we, spill some tea about Nollywood. Fans all over the world, YeYeTalk people. Let us tell you who our guest is for today. This is one of the many parts of the show that excites me.
Yeah.
Telling you who our guest is, unveiling them, and of course just, sprinkling some light into their talents and their works. Our guest for today is a rising and shining star. I remember the first time I met her. She was looking like an angel. It was at the premiere of the movie Domitilla, which she also featured in, by the way, and I totally loved how she brought out everything that her character represented in that movie. And then not just that, so she is not just a she's an international star, a great actor, and
Yeah.
yes, she's gracing our couch today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wherever it is you're watching, listening to us today, welcome on board our very gorgeous Onyinye Odokoro.
I'm sure you were wondering, now me that they watch like this. Is this my profile? Okay.
I agree.
You
Thank
agree?
you.
Okay. I like that she's not even humble
Exactly.
about it.
Don't be
Like,
humble
I'm
about
gonna
it.
take it with my full chest.
Yes.
So much for modesty.
I agree. I am everything you
Welcome.
said I am here. Thank you very much for having me.
International star.
That's
The
me.
wanted Sky original star.
Mhm. We thank the Lord. Thank God for grace.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are
Oh,
you?
well, this skin is skinning, man.
It's not exactly skinning at the moment, but we move.
So this is your not exactly skinny at
Oh,
the
no.
moment phase.
You now imagine when
I
it's
just came
skinning.
from set.
Okay.
So the back-to-back makeup and all of
Okay.
that. I have acne-prone skin, so it
Wow.
sort of messes with my skin. So no, this is not my skin. when my skin is killing me, you know.
But this
God,
was
wait,
we are
no,
blinded.
God,
So
I
now
beg
imagine
you.
when it is raining. Hello! And I love
Thank
your
you,
fro, by
thank
the
you.
way. I'm a
Thank you.
huge fro lover.
Yeah, me too.
Should I get the wig when you're done?
No.
She did. Wow.
Because I'm looking for more. Wow. I'm currently scouting. Where can I get more?
Don't worry. Maybe we'll hook you up before you go on the show
Please,
today.
thank you.
Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good.
And how is Nollywood treating you?
Nollywood is treating me well, good, you know. Yeah, I think it's a marathon. That's how they say it, right? It's not a sprint. I haven't been here for a long time.
Yeah.
Started in 2020 officially. So,
Wow.
So just 3 years and you've already
You've had a great
crossed,
run.
you've crossed
I
the
have.
borders of Nollywood.
and that's on Jesus Christ.
Hey! And that's it. I'm doing.
Okay, I want us to even get into that story before we now talk about the boundaries. Because, I mean, most people you hear they just started, even people that have been in the industry for years and they haven't, like, you know, been privileged to feature in international movies. And you just started in 2020. 2020.
Lockdown.
Yeah, lockdown period. It's like, and you moved from Nollywood to, I don't know, what's the movie industry? Because I know it was in Italy,
Yeah, but you know the thing is, it's Hollywood,
right?
but it's international. So the production is called Indiana Production and Pantaleon Films.
Okay.
They are Hollywood production, but the story is an
An
Italian
Italian
story.
story.
So they had to go and collaborate with an Italian production to film it in Italy. So it's Hollywood.
How did you bag that?
I like telling the story all the
Okay.
time because I like telling it because it's a testimony and it will always be a testimony.
Right.
It literally came to me just like that. You know, it fell into my laps just like that by the grace of God. So I asked Stephanie Linus, that's Stephanie Okereke. Yeah, she has this website called Nolly Casting. So, I mean, when I came into Lagos in 2020, I was everywhere as up and coming. I'm still up and coming, but maybe a little bit higher than I was in 2020. So I was going to every audition, looking for every online audition. So when I saw Stephanie's acting website, I just registered on it, and then from there I was cast to do her short film. She does some advocacy films.
Yes.
But she's an ambassador for a lot of these things. So it was there, I think it was there that she saw me and she took notice of me because she was in set for like one day. And I want to believe that's where she saw me and took notice. So when now according to the casting director of Unwanted, the Italian show, they said that they wanted to cast authentic Africans. So my character is a Nigerian. Yeah, so, the casting director just went on Google and typed casting website in Nigeria. And Stephanie's website just came up. Yeah, so she just sent the sites or the audition sites to Stephanie, and Stephanie uploaded it, but also she sent it to me directly. She said, I didn't even know who I was chatting with. I just saw this random number, chat me on WhatsApp. Hi, hello, good morning. Please do. She didn't introduce herself. She didn't say who she was. There was no profile picture or anything. I thought it was one of those producers because at the time I was on set of Dilemma actually.
Okay.
And this person says, do this audition, do it as soon as possible. And I'm like, how soon? She's like, if I do it today, it'll be fun. I'm like, I'm on set. How am I supposed to do it today? But that's how the audition came to me. But I was even going to do it anyway, seeing it on the website. So, I talk about this a lot, and I say it's a lot of divine orchestration because if anybody knows how we shoot 260s, so what the set I was on is Dilemma, it's a 260 episode. We shoot intensely. There's no break whatsoever. But as God would have it, the very next day, for some reason, I don't remember now, I wrapped by 12 noon. I'm like, what's good? I mean, you know what? Let me do this audition that I have. So I just go home, and I was squatting with my friend because we were filming on the mainland and I lived on the island. And I told her, please help me read for this. And I did the audition as I would any other audition. I did it passionately, but let me tell you, if I knew what I was auditioning for,
You would have put
I would have
put
extra. But I did it as I would. I don't joke with any of my auditions. And also I liked what I was reading. And I thought it was Stephanie's product because, she is international as well. I thought it was one of her things that she's probably going to shoot outside the country. So I did it and I sent it. And that's literally it. The next, I think, a month, probably I did it I don't remember when I did, July, August-ish. And then I was just in my bed one day. I get a call, hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm screaming, Stephanie. Say, we just want to let you know that we want to represent you, that you've been cast in this show, and that I was so numb. I didn't believe it until I landed in Italy and I had action. And I'm like, okay, this is So yeah, that's basically, it took just that one audition.
Wow.
And I was cast in it, yeah. So yeah.
You studied nursing.
I did.
How did you transition into acting? Like, at what point did you even realize that, okay, nursing, I love you, but peace and goodbye?
200 level. I was in 200 level. Yeah. So I've always been acting since like secondary school. But I thought it was like a flair. Something that, you know how they were appointed SS2 for show nights, you'll be doing drama.
Yeah.
And then we'll just act. But then in senior secondary school, I went to Federal Government College. And I would always just join the drama team. And the drama team wouldn't start if I wasn't there. So I'm like, okay, this is... People think I'm really good at this thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't think anything about making a career out of it or anything. But 200 level, theatre arts department, I went to Unical here. Theatre arts was right before nursing department. So anytime I would just go, I'm going to nursing, I had to walk past theatre arts. I would always see them. So it was always drawing me. So in 200 level, I'm like, nah, this thing is, I'm dreaming about this. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop dreaming about it. I'm not so passionate about nursing this thing, and I can't do both exactly.
Yeah.
So I almost dropped out. I'm like, I'm gonna drop out. I was so foolish then, but you know, I said I was gonna drop out and da. But at the same time, it was also around the time that, you know, I came into a personal relationship with God and all of that. I'm like, you know what? Let me pray about this thing. So I prayed, and the next morning, I just had peace about going to classes. So I decided to finish school, and I don't regret that decision. It's the best thing ever that happened to me. So yes, from 2011 I knew that I wasn't going to practice nursing, but I was going to finish, and then I was going to find my way to Nollywood.
So what was the transition like for you? I mean, for someone who studied nursing, you know, everyone will expect you to be the serious type, you know, the coco and all that
Somebody
stuff.
said that she was always eyeing people in theatre. Because when you said that, in my head, I'm like, I'm sure you were like, these people came to school to play, and me, I'm
Do you
here
understand?
wearing lab coats, wearing this one, that one.
Yeah, it was how they were always on black and black, and they're always either doing exercises or doing routines, and you could just see them. It was just, I wanted to be part of that.
Yeah, like they were having fun.
Yeah, they were having fun, but it was just not fun. This is the art.
Yeah.
There's a training to it. They were training, and if you ask them, they'll tell you it's not always fun.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think that's the misconception people have of theatre arts. That, oh, they're always playing. No, it's a lot of hard work there.
And so that transition, what was it like from the time where you were in a medical line to now going into Nollywood? Did you have to take trainings? What did you do exactly?
Well, it was a process. So knowing that this is what I wanted to do, I just kind of like asked myself, what should I do? Knowing I'm still in school and all of that, how do I transition? And I think 2018, 2019, I just started doing monologues. So I would do monologues and I would upload them on Instagram, and I would tag all the producers. I would do that like every weekend. I would just do monologues and upload. I think there was this one time that a producer called me to come to Lagos, and then I couldn't come because, you know, nursing, we didn't even have
That much time
at all. Even we had no holidays. So, but then I continued to do that audition and monologues. In 2019, I got into a competition, a monologue competition. The prize was $1,000, and it was this acting school that was coming up. So they wanted to give somebody a scholarship in that. So I went ahead to win that, but the school didn't happen. But they gave me the $1,000. At the time, it was like 300 and something thousand. Yeah, so they gave me that money. And also, somebody just DM'd me. Her name is Mimi Bartel. She's the head of production from One. So she just DM'd me out of the blue and said, oh, we've been stalking you, we've been watching you, we see your monologues and all of that. And are you in Lagos? We're interested, we want to give you a chance. Small roles and all of that. I'm like, oh my God, yeah. But at the time, I was still about to write my exams. So when I was done, I told her that I was done. And she paid for my transport to come to Lagos. And I met them on the set of Fate of Alakadam, Tony Abraham's Fate of Alakadam. I did auditions, and then I asked them, do you guys need a PA on set? And they were like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, that's how I started. So with the money, I paid my first rent in Lagos. I got it in 2019, and in 2019 I was done. So 2020, I told my parents, oh, I'm going to see my lecturer in Calabar. It's for my, project. I wasn't going nowhere. I was going to Lagos. Yeah, so that's how I came. So after that PA, I did PA for a while. again, and basically, yeah, the journey started.
I think
Interesting.
one thing I've learned from your story is, from what you just said, is just keep doing. Right, just keep at it, because at the end of the day, you don't know who's watching.
watching?
Because like they said, they had been stalking you, and I'm like, you didn't even
I
know.
didn't know.
And then just like when the Stephanie Linus contacted you, and
Mhm.
I think I read that story somewhere,
Yeah.
and you said that the reason why she sent it to you personally was because she had also singled out some of your auditions that you had uploaded on
Yeah.
Nolly at that
Yeah.
time. Yeah, so that's why she also decided to like just keep doing.
Yeah.
Now, the moment you decided to go into Nollywood, right, fully, did it ever occur to you that some of the nuances you might not be able to cope with it? Like, were you ever bothered about, dropping some of your moral values or standards, to be able to keep up with industry norms?
No. So that is why. Remember, I said something about staying back in Calabar to finish school. So I like to think of that period as a training period, as a pruning ground, because like that was the moment that I found myself. I became grounded in who I was. I asked myself, who are you? Onyinye? Like, apart from maybe you're church, you go to church, you are the daughter of your parents, you like to act, but who are you personally? Do you like this? Do you like that? What do you like? I wear Afro not because of anything, because I'm drawn to it more than the bone straight. Nothing wrong with it, but I'd rather this. That's why I'm serious about looking for like brands. I think that over here in Nigeria we don't have a lot of that.
I'll send you some.
It's just thank you very much. Anyway, so the point of it is that I knew myself. I want to believe that I was strong in who I was, so nobody could make me feel insecure about anything or trying to tell me, oh, you have to do this and do that. I was also secure in my talent. I knew that I was talented. I know I'm talented. I know that also this is what God has called me to do. So I didn't feel at any point, oh, I had to do this or that.
And so far, that has not like deterred you from getting certain roles.
No.
Or working with certain producers / directors.
I would rather even put that question in this way. You've said so much about your faith. You've said so much about finding yourself, understanding your morals, and all of those stuff. Why do you draw the line in the kind of roles you take, or the people you associate with in the industry? Because sometimes
Right.
they are extremes. So
Yeah.
do you have times when you've spoken to yourself like, okay, this is where I can go. This is where I draw the line on roles I take or things or how I appear in the industry. Are there times like that, or have you made resolutions like that?
Well, I haven't come across, in terms of like the things or the roles I can't take, I haven't exactly come across a role that I've seen. I'm like, oh no, I can't do this role. But of course, I wouldn't do porn. If you want to do porn, just say you want to do porn. I wouldn't do that. People have asked me, would you take off your clothes in a film? I would do that if the story is right. For example, there's a film called 12 Years a Slave. Lupita Nyong'o was stripped naked. She was a slave and she was being beaten. I would do that because when you're watching that, you're not, oh God, her nipples. Oh my God, her boobs. No. You're like, oh my God, nah, that's really cruel, the treatment. So again, if the story is right, yeah, there are things I would do. And art. Well, maybe if I start talking about art in that sense, I don't have the regular or the conventional mindset about, oh, this is what you should do or not do. I love to stare at. I go to a museum and I see like pictures of absolutely naked women, and I think that's absolutely gorgeous. So there's art and between that and morals or whatever it's called. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, there's a line, of course. I wouldn't do something that's absolutely pornography. I wouldn't, even not just pornography. There's a script I rejected because it was about feminism, feminist, and it was portrayed very wrongly, and it was like this story of this angry woman who was just angry because her ex jilted her, and then she's just attacking men, and at the end of it, I was was like, okay, maybe that's where maybe there's a resolution at the end, but then they didn't resolve it.
Yeah.
That's the idea, that's the narrative that they gave, as this is what feminism is all about. I was I'm telling you, this was 2020, 2021, so I was so much very new. I didn't know how do I tell this producer that this script, there's something wrong with it. There's something off. But I summoned the courage and I spoke to her in the most, respectful and trying to tell her my view. And guess what? She retracted the script. They didn't film it because she said, yes, that's actually true. I'm telling you. And then when they wrote it well, I wasn't available to film, and they cast someone else to do it. And I'm like, okay, yay, it's me,
at least
you know.
feedback was taken.
Exactly. So it's not just about do you have to remove your clothes or whatever. It's even if in the normal topics, are you writing it well? Are you portraying a certain idea or topic well, in the sense that I want to be a part of this? Sometimes it's hard, but yeah.
You know, you seem really graced, and not just graced. You're also very vocal. You understand really what you want, and that's very rare because we're in an industry where a lot of people will do anything to be at the fore, right? And for you, you seem to, even at the early stage, understood the things that should be and should not be. And you know, for a bit, I'm just wondering, are you not scared? You know, when I say scared, I am also in the industry. I am a producer, and I understand how these people can be. And for me, I'm not even a producer on the large scale, right? I'm just doing my stuff, you know, tell the stories that matter once, and just enjoy myself. And looking at what I've seen or heard people say about this same industry, are you not scared that at some point they're going to look at you as rather too vocal, or maybe too... What's wrong with that
You're
girl?
not adapting.
What does she think, or who does she think she
Yeah,
is?
you're not adapting.
Have you
to
ever
the
thought
norm.
about that?
No, because I don't exactly give that off. I am assertive, I would say yes, but I'm not rude, or you know, I don't know how to explain. I'm not
Like you apply wisdom, you take caution and apply wisdom.
I do. If I do say so myself, I know how to be diplomatic when the need arises. So I'm not scared. I've been privileged to work with amazing people who are not, you know, egotists or whatever. Just
Can you mention names? Like you just said, you
I just rapped on
mention
sets.
names.
Yeah, like the set I just told you I rapped from is before we started. I took a call, so the call is from one of the producers who was calling me for the ADR session. It's a Showmax, the Showmax original. I played lead in it's a 10-episode series. It's called Princess on a Hill. Yeah, for everybody listening, it's coming out maybe February, April next year, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Great script, the best script I read on this side of that I've been privileged to work on. Love the script, love the people. Source Productions, yes, I'm calling Blink Studios and Source Production. I loved my directors, Abiola Sabo and Tolu Ajayi. Everybody, they were good people. They're cool. So when you're in a healthy environment, you thrive.
Right.
You know, there's no need to fight, or you know, they're not stressed. The work is difficult. Like I said, I have hyperpigmentation because I broke out on set because I was lead. I was filming Monday to Saturday. It was tough, but then that's what I expected. As an industry, we're still growing, so we're not yet to the point where we can film 10 episodes in maybe 1 year. We're filming it in like 2 months or weeks. So that's an example of the production. And I've also worked on other productions as well that's been good. Maybe just one or two that's not been very kind in terms of the way that we were treated on set as cast, or poor planning and all of that, you know, that stresses people out and stuff like that. But generally, I've been lucky because I know that it's not everybody's story. I've just been lucky in the kind of people that have come. So I'm not exactly scared.
Right, I love it for you. If you ask me, I totally love it for you because I know that, oh God, if you know the stories people tell about this same industry, it's not sweet. So I can tell that you're grace, and I love that you acknowledge the grace that you've enjoyed in this 3 years thereabouts that you've been in the industry. But now let's talk about the professional and all those boundaries that we.
Well, I think before we even go to professional boundaries, I want us to have an idea of what knowledge, what the industry really is like. Is it what is being portrayed, or people are seeing what they want to see? Like, is it different from what we see?
What do you see?
Because when we talk about professional and personal boundaries, it's like everybody sees the industry as dirty. Everybody sees the industry as a place where people are envious of each other, a place where, you know, everybody's calling themselves an actor or an actress, and you're like, we know that it's not this thing that's giving you money. So, like, what really is Nollywood about? Is it different from what we see?
I'm gonna say the Nollywood I see. I mean, I think the thing about Nollywood, first of all, is that because it's show business, we're all in your spaces. In the medical industry or the medical sector, I'm sure that there are people that it's not just medicine that's giving them money, or that they're having to do stuff, or that there are dirty businesses that doctors do, And there's stories of taking people's kidneys and selling them. There are probably doctors who do that and stuff, but it's not show business, so we don't hear about it like we would hear the actors in Nollywood. You get what I mean? So having said that, the Nollywood is a movie industry. I want to do films. I just want to do stories that, touch me at the core of my soul, and stories that make people happy, laugh, cry, think, and all of that. And of course, everything is not as you see, definitely.
Right.
Definitely, everything is not as you see. And I think it's something that everybody should know. It's especially because we live, in this world of social media and stuff. A lot of things are curated. A lot of things are edited. A lot of things, people don't tell you the absolute truth and stuff like that. And it's general. You don't even have to be an actor to be that way.
Right.
Normal people don't tell you that they're going through stuff on Instagram. They don't come and tell you that they can't pay rent or whatever. They're struggling with depression. No. So yeah, in that sense, yes, there's a lot of packaging, yes. And because it's show business, because that's actually what pays some people, the ability to package and sell something. Yeah. So, yeah.
But now, looking at where you are right now and people you've had to work with, in line with boundaries, in line with managing your personal life and your professional life, are there things that people told you that you had to see for yourself? If yes, share some of those things with us.
I think there was an actor when I was coming. He's a medical doctor, Jay Blaze. Jay Blaze at the time told me he's a medical doctor turned actor.
Yeah, I think I know Jay Blaze. He was in King of Boys.
Yes.
Yeah, because I remember that. I remember him.
Yeah. And he told me, when I told him I wasn't going to practice nursing and all of that, he's like, no, you have to hold it. Have a backup plan. Have this and that. You're going to need it. And me, even with all my faith and my confidence in myself and whatever, nobody could tell me nothing. I'm like, no, I was listening to them, 1% of 1% actors in Nollywood. When there's a Washington will tell you, don't have a backup plan, go all in. I'm like, bruv, you're in Hollywood, this is Nollywood. Over there, they can work at a shop, they can be waitresses, they can do side jobs and be able to pay their rent over there, and they're comfortable until they get their big break. But here, it's not the same. So I wouldn't say that I wish I listened to him when he said hold on to my career, because there's no way I can actually do nursing and acting at the same time. But I wish that I developed something else, a backup at the time, because the thing about the industry is like it's seasons. There's the ebbs and flows. There's a time when you're working. There's a time before I did this show Max Original from April, May, June to middle of July, I wasn't working, and it was a tough period, So yeah, these are the things that people don't come out and say, oh, we're struggling like this. But yeah, it was a tough period, and it taught me to find something else to do, find other things that are giving you just regular income on the side. So maybe that would be the thing I had to see for myself. I'm like, I wish I listened.
They told me all.
I'm gonna see for myself. But you didn't have a see for myself.
They told me I'm gonna see for myself, and I saw for myself. And it wasn't funny.
So what did you pick up along the line?
So I'm a fitness enthusiast. So I do kind of like fitness training.
Guys, let me tell you, one time she came with a very big bottle, and then I said, but I knew you had to just be a gym person. I just knew. I knew it.
Free for those kind of people. Is there lime inside? Is there lime or cooking bar? Because it's always so like, so me that I'm not drinking water.
What do you think I am?
Please, but yeah, I'm a gym girl. And because I said after acting was me, I'm an advocate of do what you like to do at the end of the day. What else do I like? I like fitness. What can I do? I can't always be around because I have to go on set. That's another problem. But there's just at that time I was training and writing nutrition plans for some people, and that kept me going for a while. I tried tech. I bought a laptop. I paid a tutor. I dropped it. And then, I really, really believe that that's also to show that do experiment. All of us, we have the privilege of being young. Do whatever you can. If you try and you fail and you realize this is not it, move on to the next one. There's no problem in it. Just as long as you keep trying. I'm lucky. One of the lucky ones, my friends keep telling me, oh, you know what you want to do at a very young age. You knew this is what and you pursued it with your work. Some people are still trying to figure it out. I'm like, maybe acting is just one thing, but acting alone at some times wouldn't only sustain me. So
Right,
I
yeah, and you add to it, and it's interesting. I mean, usually when you see an actor, the next thing you would hear is I'm an influencer, or maybe I'm a this. You know, there are other tags that actually come with those things naturally.
yes.
But seeing that you're even doing something totally
Totally
different
different
from the norm,
showbiz,
oh my girl,
yeah.
you're different. Now.
Oh, please, don't misunderstand. I'm looking for influencing work.
I understand. I know.
I can influence a lot of things. I want Adidas, Nike, iFitness. I want to be there. Yeah.
But
Oraimo,
then that
please.
works. That works.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, you're already in the line.
Yeah,
I know you
yes.
read books a lot.
I do.
Yeah, you're a lover of books. I wish, God, I wish. But you're a lover of books, and the kind of books you read. I don't know if this is the right word to describe it, but like more like eccentric books. Is that the right word to describe it?
Not quite. No, I read regular fiction.
Okay. The books that you read, I know that it has somewhat, helped you in your acting career to be able to
Yes.
get into character and understand people's minds. Does that also apply to understanding humans as a general, in order to be able to navigate how to, interact with this person? What are the boundaries I should cross, or how open should I be with this person and apply emotional intelligence? How is that?
100% yes. I think I keep saying it. If and when I have a child, whatever I have to do, they will read. From the moment they can say what they will read. If I have to bribe them, if you read one book, mommy's gonna give you whatever. Yes, I'll do that. They have to read. Reading has made me. Book, fiction, non-fiction, autobiographies, memoirs. I read, and I still read. So now I don't try to read. Reading is it's part of me. I like to read. It's something I enjoy, as a matter of fact. So I don't, force myself. Oh, I have to read. I have to read. No. Yeah. So yes, it helps me both in character understanding and human understanding generally. It helps me build empathy. Yeah, and all of that. And emotional intelligence, like you said. There's this book, Daniel Coleman. Yeah, it's called Emotional Intelligence. I think I read a bit of that book as well. So yeah, 100%.
100%.
So what's your relationship like with people who have been in the industry way before you? Because it's like, I don't know why, but I don't think it's just in the movie industry. I think generally in the entertainment industry, there's this sort of comparison between the old cats and the new cats, and it's like there are people who give due respect, and then there are people who are like, your time is up, Jared, it's our time and everything, and so that kind of like causes a rift or like a conflict. What's your relationship like with the old cats in the industry?
On the set that I just worked on, my mother was played by Auntie Ngozi Ezonu. I saw her, I'm like, oh my god, no, I've been watching you since I was small, so yeah, I have utmost respect for them. What is new cat, old cat? These people, crawled so that we could fly. Yeah. So I'm standing on their shoulders, and that's what it is. I'm going to be older at some point, and then a new person is going to come. I'm not going to be here forever. So no, it's total respect. Again, they paved the way for us to now come and, oh my god, we're international now.
People who, like, there are people who don't seem to respect, who can't seem to draw the line, like, okay, stay your lane, your time is up, old Nollywood era, this is the what's the contemporary Nollywood era, and so like you see them dragging each other on social media, and you're like, oh, look, unnecessary.
First of all, I don't see a lot of that. Maybe because of the way that my social media is curated.
Okay.
There's people I don't even follow.
Do you follow blogs?
Not a lot, except for some better Nigeria, the good stuff.
Okay.
No, the country is hard, not negativity. Anyway, so yeah, I don't see a lot of that first, but if I saw that, I'm like, that's bad manners. Don't do that. That's just disrespectful, period. Unless that this older person has come out to do something harmful to you.
Right.
Yes, and you realize that it's something you have to talk on social media because you've gone every other way and they're not doing anything. Maybe somebody's paying you and stuff, and you decide to call someone out because they've done you've tried every other way. That's different. But then you just come out and start insulting
Disrespecting people.
Yeah.
No, like, what happened?
What is going on?
No,
You also seem like someone who understand what to put out. You know what you're curating. You know when to talk. You know when to just let go. Because I was just going through your social media, and I really couldn't tell the kind of person, right? On a total scale. Unlike other people in the same industry, where you can tell when they eat, when they sleep, when they,
Mm.
So it feels like you sort of have an idea of where to draw the line when it comes to your personal life, right?
Mm.
Is that an intentional act, or it's just what it is for you? Not
It's- I
putting
think
not
it's
putting
a-
everything about you out there.
Oh, definitely, I don't want to put everything about me out there. But also, I think it's just sort of my personality. I'm very vocal. I can be very vocal. I can be communicative, but I'm also very reserved. In terms that I can tell you all these things. I can tell you, oh, that during April to June I struggled with money, but that's all you know. You don't know the intricacies of my life or whatever and stuff like that. But yeah, it took me a while to figure out who do I want to be on social media. And at the end of that conversation with myself, I decided that I was going to be myself. I want to be my authentic self, and my authentic self is actually what you see. Of course, it's curated. It's still curated. It's still, I will not come and take unflattering pictures of myself and just post. I would look for the best angles.
Right.
It's still part of the job that we do. I think I just had to understand how to marry the business and who I am. Probably if I wasn't an actor, maybe I would just be posting books. But now that I'm an actor, I can't do that all the time and
Yes.
stuff like that. So I think it's just my personality. I have friends who post everything. Who post when they're eating, they want to tell you about that they just put sesame seeds in their oats, and it's so lovely. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes, and I see them, but that's who they've consistently been, and I enjoy it. That's their personality. There's nothing wrong with it if they want to post, make content or make content about their lifestyle, everything about their love life, their family life. It's who they are. I enjoy it, and that's it.
But for you, there's a line, right?
Not exactly lying. It's just I'm not interested. I didn't come to a place where I'm deliberately.
Yeah.
It's
It's
I
just not
don't-
who you are.
it's just not
and
who I
you
am.
decide
We're
to
not doing that
Yeah.
here.
Speaking of friends, how do you pick your friends? Are your friends all? Because I know you're friends with Keniola. Yeah, you're also friends with Uzoma Kamila and others that I can't seem to place, but I know their faces. Are your friends strictly in the industry, or you have friends outside the industry? Because some people are of the opinion that if you're not in the industry, you might not understand some of my choices and some of my lifestyle choices, some of the things I say or how I act and stuff. And so it's like my circle has to be strictly within the industry. People don't understand. Is that how you pick your friends, or your anyone I connect with and live with it?
No, it's both. Because 80% of my life now is in the industry, and sometimes it's very tiring to be surrounded by just because when actors were together, we're always talking film. Wow, we're always talking film auditions, this production, that production, this casting, this international actor, Nollywood, Hollywood, and I make it a point of duty to build my social life outside of the industry, to build communities outside of the industry. So I do have friends from secondary school. My life didn't just start when I came to Nollywood. I had a life and had family, I had friends way before then. So I have very close friends outside of the industry. I also have good friends in the industry. So it's a mix of both. But I'm intentional about just having a life outside of the industry. I don't want everything about me to acting, morning to night. Yeah,
I know, especially when the time is also being taken by that particular thing that you love or you're doing at the moment. Let's bring this home, and bringing it this home would be speaking specifically to people who are probably thinking, when will my break come? And in their thoughts, they're willing to go to any length, right? To do even the unthinkable, just because they want to connect with that person or this person who they think would take them to their next level. What are your thoughts in line with that one? And of course, what would you say to those kind of people, especially when it comes to understanding the fact that it's not by the work you put into it, right? It's just by what time and season has in place for you. What would you say to those kind of people?
I want to say, first of all, I understand. I'm also not going to sit here and say, I haven't been offered something, in terms of, do this, I can take care of you, I can, when you're struggling with this, I can help you with that, of course. By the grace of God, I'm a fine girl. So, and I'm also in Lagos, and I happen to go out, and there's people, and so first of all, you have to know who you are and know what your values are. But these values are going to be tested. So also, don't say, "Oh, I'm this, nothing can shake me." It's a lie. You will be shook. You will be shaking. So it's to also the kind of people you surround yourself with. It's feel fact. The kind of people that I surround myself with keep me accountable. They keep me. I literally live with one of my close friends who, she sort of knows where I'm going with this and that. So surround yourself with people who are going to hold you up. People who are focused. People who have a goal. They have their purpose. My friend, like you mentioned, my friend Uzamaka and Teniola. When we meet, like, I always leave ginger, like, oh my God, I need to do this, there are people who, we're going to Hollywood. Yes, we're going to Hollywood. We're praying, we're doing the work, we're going to the gym because we're trying to keep fit for Viola Davis come and cast us in the women's team too, So surround yourself with people who dream like you dream. That's what I would say. Know your values. Be confident. Know that this is what you've been called to do, first of all. Are you talented in this? Is this your gift? Is this what have you been called to be an actor? Otherwise, find the thing that you've been called to do. So if you know that, yes, I do have a bit of, maybe it's not 100%, maybe I do have like 20-30% talent. I need to work hard to bring out this talent. Go to acting schools. There's ECLA, Body Life. There's AFRIF coming up. I went to AFRIF in 2018 while still in school. I went there and I came back. So there's acting books online. We live in a world of information left, right, and center. Get trained. There's a lot of it. If you go on YouTube, there's a lot of people willing to teach you acting or techniques for free. So train that, and I would say the thing that I have to see for myself: go and find something that's giving you the regular income. Do that, and be attending the auditions. And when you get that one job, don't drop it. Keep doing that thing, because you will still need it again. Especially if the thing still lets you act. Keep your job, so that you won't be tempted into doing stuff because you're running out of money. And don't listen to it. Will come if somebody is offering you or threatening you that if you don't do this. Let me tell you, that person doesn't know. Can I speak friendly? They don't know shit. They don't know what they're doing. I've been privileged to work with really good people, and when you see people who just want talented people on their set, they just want to do the work. They're after it. But if somebody's asking you, give me this, give me that, leave them and go. And I feel like the percentage of these people are lesser in the industry, and also they do shitty work. You don't want to do shitty work. You don't want to be associated with shitty. So go to the people who are looking, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. So that's what I would say. And know that it might take 5 years, or it might take 1 year. It might be the first job that you do that blows you. It might be the 150th job. So make peace with that. That you don't know when it's going to happen. Just keep doing it. Give your 100%.
On a final note, right? You've been opportunity to work abroad with other actors from all over the world, like you said, and then you work here in Nigeria. What would you say is the difference, and how do you think we can, the industry can infiltrate, or what's the English now? Help me. I'm already thinking of extraction.
Can adopt some of the things.
I'm already thinking of the words there is in movies like Extraction, infiltrate. Like, can adopt some of the things that that works well in that industry from what you observed that are currently not working out here in Nollywood.
It's a system, just like Nigerian, a system that works. They have guilt. I think that would be it. Where somebody who has worked for this period. That's why we see again back to our older colleagues who have been here, but some of them you see they announce on Instagram, this person is sick and they're needing 500k. I'm like, 500k is what they don't have after all these years, So there's that. Because we're freelancers as actors. We get money, we spend it. Before the money comes, we have spent it, and stuff like that. So these people keep working, and then there's nothing to show for it. But over there, it's kind of like different because these people have insurances, they have guilds that work for them, that protects them. That you cannot say, I've worked for this period of time, I cannot be paid lesser than this amount. So in that essence, there I was paid per diem. I was paid daily. This is my daily, money for whatever I need to do. Apart from my pay as an actor, I had my own trailer. Of course, I didn't come on set and having to sit under the sun for 2 hours waiting for some. There's processes to things. We didn't film beyond 7 p.m. ever. It doesn't matter. My director was an Oscar-nominated director. First of all. Yeah.
Bragging right.
Yeah, he directed Downfall. What's his man's name? He's a very wicked man.
That should be James Bond.
No. This one that bombed the Jews, that killed the Jews at the head of it. What's his name now? This German.
Adolf Hitler.
Yeah. So I think he did the biopic of Hitler. So he was nominated for the Oscars. That's my director. So you can imagine how he's big, but he cannot say, we have to do this beyond 7. No, dear. 7 p.m. we're wrapping. So that's the system that works. They respect it and they stay by it. But here it's different. I understand that we have our own challenges in terms of budget, in terms of everything. So we can't exactly film like that. But what we can learn, is to start making this systems that protects especially younger actors as well, as much as the older actors. People that are coming in, you tell somebody they have to come all the way, and I've had my own share of, you come all the way to set, bring your own costume, bring your own this. At the end of the day, somebody doesn't even pay you, they don't pay you, or they pay you 5K. How? I took Uber to come here. You do not even give me my transport, So, but if I have to report you to the guild will make you pay me. So those kind of things are the kind of things that we need.
I totally love it. Before we let you go, right? I know that you love Woman King. I mean, the first time I saw you, definitely remember you remind me of Thuso Mbedu.
Oh my God! Thuso see, when I pray, I say, God, what you did for Thuso Mbedu, do it for me. Because Thuso came from South Africa.
Right.
She did this series in South Africa that was nominated for the International Emmys. From there, she went from South Africa to Hollywood.
Right. But to be honest, I see you on that path.
I do.
Honest. Even before
Flesh and Blood, review.
Even before she came on set, immediately, I saw her profile, and because I went to read deeply about you, and I'm like, I see you on that path of. It's not the usual story. It's not the usual story of, I've been here for 15 years, I'm here for 10 years. The way God is doing it for you and the way He's going to do it for you is pack,
and then we're at the center stage of greatness.
Yeah.
So I was saying that you definitely remind me of Thuso, and when I saw you, I'm like, yo. And then I saw your page, I'm like, you like Thuso, you like Woman King. That just made me think about it in line with something you said earlier on. Looking forward to being cast on Woman King too.
Yeah.
And I was going to say that even before you did, because when I saw your post about it, I'm like, what? Imagine they just said Thuso has a sister and then it has to be from
Nigeria. She's
just so very clear.
Remember this day.
Remember this day.
I will. I can't wait. Fingers crossed.
But now, moving on from everything you've seen, from your story, which I think is unique, from all that you've experienced so far, what do you think Nollywood has for you? And how do you think you're going to start taking those deliberate steps to shatter the center stage in Hollywood?
Yeah.
I have to say that to the camera because I want this to be a record.
Yeah.
But when that happened, and then I was going to record it, and I was going to show it. I'm like, yes, we told you.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
But tell us.
I have my Oscar speech. I'm like, oh my God. Thank you so much.
Are the tears ready? Tears of joy.
Every time
Mama, I made it.
I made it. Every time I have to say it, I actually cry. I'm like, it's gonna happen. And I'm here. I'm already doing the work. Like you said, I'm well on my way. I want to, if I believe it, my Sky show Unwanted is coming November 3rd. I am, hoping for the best, expecting the best, that it will go above and beyond what I think and expect. I mean, it's all on God. God should just do what He does best, because it's a collaboration. It's me 100%, it's God 100%. I can't say that I'm here because, oh my God, I'm the hardest worker. I'm not the hardest worker. I mean, I work hard. I do work hard, but everybody knows that it's not just hard work. Yeah. So there's the grace of God, and I am leaning heavily and striding at the pace of that grace. So yeah, I'm here in Nollywood, doing the thing that I can do, telling stories. hopefully also my show Max, I like it very much when it comes out. I hope that it also does something in terms of more visibility and all of that. And yeah, I just want to tell beautiful stories that move people. And that's
Okay.
it.
Are there production houses or people you want to work with in Nollywood?
In Nollywood, oh, probably Kemi Adetiba.
Okay.
Yeah, Kemi Adetiba. Chuko Esiri, the people. Yeah, I mean, Ebony Life. There's that. Just like the people doing really just not just even just big production, up and coming. Anybody that just has a beautiful story,
Story
like
to
brought
tell.
me in. It's the story for me. I have money, but like it's the story for me.
Speaking
It's
of
like-
money, I've been wanting to ask this question, but I'm like, okay. Okay, sir. The industry is about glitz and glamour, and you mentioned that there will be periods where financially you're just dry because
Work
your
is not coming.
work
at the
is
moment.
not coming. But then in the industry, it seems like you have to constantly keep up with appearances. When you're going for a red carpet, you have to be one of the best
Girl.
dressed. You have to look good. When you're
Girl.
appearing on Instagram, you have to look like you have your life all figured out. You get so. What is the advice? Because if work is not constantly coming and you need to have a side hustle, how can you keep up with appearances?
Do the most you can. Don't kill yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Do the most. Yeah, of course. And I've been there with the theme of this premiere is.
Story
You know,
of
a
my
girl's
life.
gonna
Because you're not happy from the fashion police. After that, they will not come and set ring lights to come and batter everything you've worn. And like,
Please.
don't be waiting my money carry I go where.
like no. So yes, so there's that, and it's also to not succumb to any pressure. That's also something I said in terms of knowing who you are. Don't succumb to anybody. Can you do this? Can you find the simplest thing to do with what you have at the moment? By all means do it. Also learn skills. For example, I can do my own makeup. That's a skill. I didn't always know as that. Sometimes I'm like, cannot be giving this one to makeup artists. I appreciate your makeup artists, all are magicians, but it's a lot sometimes, So like learn to do your own hair. Simple stuff that or maybe buy 1 or 2 weeks that you can revamp and do stuff. Have like if you have your neighborhood tailor that can sew well, let them be doing small outfits for you that you can wear. Just do things, do pass yourself is what I would say. And if you can't attend, say no. Nobody will flog you.
True.
Even if you're in the film, say you can't attend. You're on set. Tell them you're on set. It's me. Yes, I don't need to lie. You're on set. You can't come. Before you put yourself under unnecessary pressure, it's not worth it. It's not
It really
It's
isn't
not
worth it.
It
Especially
will come and you'll be surprised how people will forget that premiere.
Especially the
They will
club
forget
backs that
it.
come with all of those things eventually, especially when you decide to just be yourself and you get on red carpet and like they said, just start seeing people scanning your outfit and telling you what not, telling you whether it matches the theme or not. I'm beauty because I'm always on the red carpet, but yeah, sometimes I don't want to
You
get.
saw me and you're not asking me questions.
Now your clothes are weird. And now you borrow me clothes.
It's my own money. I make sure you're asking me is not one thing that they will send to you 2 days before.
I'm telling you,
like what?
That's true.
Sometimes
they
the
don't
day
send you
before.
on time. And so like you're supposed to walk
You
magic.
get and do what? And then when in Lagos. Now some of these things, and because those are the kind of things I say no to. I'm like, this is not kind. You're not helping us. You're not helping. You're not helping because let me say you're not helping because now if somebody is telling, I can give you this money, you just be my babe, be my side chick, be this. Like I want to attend this, I want to attend this. Somebody is that is sponsoring my lifestyle. You are not helping. These are the things you can do to help. If you want somebody to attend the premiere, have a theme ready. Maybe 2 weeks prior.
Yeah.
So that if somebody maybe this is something I can arrange and plan. But no, you send 2 days to the premiere. We're not all BB Nigeria people that have money and they can collaborate with
Or fans that are always donating.
Yeah,
We don't all have fans that are always donating.
So like just do what you can.
I love you, to be honest. I love how you say what you say and how genuine you are with your thoughts.
Yeah.
I really do love it. Finally, is Nosen still going to be here with you, or that is just going to be
facial expression. I think we have our answer already. You see that facial expression like, no, what?
Have you seen Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah.
People think that they are doctors just by watching
Grey's Anatomy.
I'm gonna be on there. I'm a nurse, so I'm gonna be a nurse in movies.
Okay.
in series. So
Oh,
I
okay.
will practice
Nursing and
there.
nursing.
So you're gonna practice nursing doing Nollywood.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
This has been such an interesting conversation dissecting the life of a Nollywood Hollywood star. And we are going to rub that in because we're such huge fans of her right
Yeah,
now.
and our prices just went up. By the way,
Mm.
because now when I say Woman King 2, I'm going to put it all over my... Yeah, I interviewed her.
I
know her.
We
She
spoke
said
about
it.
this
Yeah.
day.
We manifested it.
I'm gonna post it and say, I remember this. I spoke about it. Yeah.
And yes, for everyone who's been a part of this particular episode, we hope that you've learned a thing or two, hearing the truth and nothing but the truth on this side. YeYeTalk Podcast, you know how we do it. We ensure that our guests spill the things that you want to hear and even those things that you don't want to hear, because we know that the truth can be really hard to take in sometimes. So at the end of the day, remember that it's about doing you, especially for those who've got interest in getting into Nollywood. You need to understand both your professional and all those barriers, all those boundaries that you need to continue set for yourself. And of course, at the end of the day, you're gonna shine. But remember, it takes time.
Yeah,
And
just
that
keep
time
doing.
you need to be patient with, because if you try to jump time, you would come back to the
Right.
beginning again.
Right.
Before we let you go on the show today, we always put our guests on the hot seat for a little bit. We
Is
ask
it
them
hot?
a few questions.
Is it hot? Yes, it's cool. It's really cool. You did not rub your bum on that. Very weird.
Rub it well,
Rub it well.
because this
No,
movement.
it's
We have a few questions. We usually would love to ask our guests very playful questions, and then maybe just test your knowledge of the industry for a bit. Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Are you sure you're ready?
I'm not sure, but let's go.
Mide, shall we go with this?
Let's go.
Okay. Tell me, because you're a star in that particular movie, Domitila, what year was the original movie done?
1997.
Are you sure? Think
Yeah.
about it again. Think
Yeah.
about it. Think about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, she don't fall my hand.
Of
It's
2003.
1996.
That's the year before.
But you're close.
Yeah,
Pretty close. And the new one was what year?
That's my own.
Yeah.
2023.
Yes. I remember seeing you there. And yes, that movie. Don't worry, we'll talk about all of that behind the
Yeah.
camera.
All right. So, you've done theater.
Mhm.
You've done silver screen.
Mhm.
What's your go-to? If they woke you up today and say, we have a theater movie for you and we have a silver screen movie for you, but you can only pick one.
It's not that simple.
No, it has to be
It's
simple.
not that simple.
It has to be simple.
It's not that simple. It's never that simple. No, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. I can't.
You have to pick one.
Okay. Movie. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say generally movie pays more. Yeah, as opposed to theater.
Theater.
Yeah, or at least movie in here in Hollywood. Yeah. So, and there's the intensity in movies that you give your all and that's it.
Yeah.
As opposed to stage where you have to do it over and over at every show, and the theater is more tasking physically, mentally, everything because of the rehearsals and all of that. And that's why I love it. After I've done theater, I feel like now I'm a better actor because you've trained. It's like you've gone for training and come back. But I'm just choosing of this. There's usually more pay. Yeah.
Okay.
Do it for the money.
Love it. Passion and money.
Yeah.
There has to be a blend.
Passion doesn't pay the bills.
I'm telling you.
Especially not in this.
In
Not
this
in this
country. Now to your next question. You have two powerful women and you can only pick one. The first being Viola Davis and the second being Taraji P. Henson. Who are you
Viola.
going for?
Queen V.
Yeah.
Viola. I love me some Taraji. I love me some Taraji, Viola.
If we threw in Kerry Washington in there,
Okay.
Oh, that was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Roman King dream is coming to life.
I'm telling you, what year was the movie Lionheart released?
Hey.
Hey, our first
20
Netflix Nigerian movie.
2018?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Or 2020?
Yeah.
That's what I
Sure.
thought. 2018. Auntie Genevieve, don't flog me. I wanna work with you. I love you so much. If I fail this, it's just I'm not good with. I failed maths. Let me tell you, just years, numbers. I'm not good with it. I think 2018. 2018.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Miri, let it out.
Just correct.
Just correct.
Yeah.
Okay, the final question from me is, I know that if I ask you for hair or makeup stuff, I already know the answer to all of those things. So let's just stick with let's stick with the movies right now. Now I'm gonna give you the same way I gave you two women, powerful women in Hollywood. It's the same way I'm gonna give you two powerful women in Nollywood. So I'm presenting to you Auntie Mo Abudu and Auntie Bolanle Austin Peters, or let me leave those two, right? Because they're from two sides of the industry.
Right.
Who are you working with?
So I already worked with BAP because I've done theatre, at Terra Culture, Urumbi, and Motherland, the musical. I did. So I would say Auntie Mo because I haven't worked with her.
How did I play into your hand?
BAP is an amazing woman. I love both women. Inspiring women.
Yeah.
Doing a lot for the industry. But I work with BAP and I want to work with her again and again and again. So I want to work with Auntie Mo.
Okay.
So
Love it
let's
for
go back
you.
to Old Nollywood. This final question for me. Going back to Old Nollywood, if you were to be cast in a movie with either Chidi Mokeme or Jim Ike, who would it be?
Jim Ike. Jim Ike. And I hope like we're in a cult or something in university, and he's the capone and I'm the capone of the other one, and we're having head to head. I want to do that kind of thing. He was the bad boy. He was the bad boy. Still is the bad boy. Still is the bad boy.
What if he had like Kanayo as his father?
God help me then. God save me. God help me.
All right, this has been such a lovely time. I mean, you're such a breath of fresh air. I love how vocal you are. I love how confident you are, and it's a no-brainer. You're going places. It's a no-brainer, and this has been such a beautiful episode. I had fun. I almost forgot that we're supposed to round off.
We could go on and on and on with Onyinye because she is such an amazing person to talk to.
Yeah.
And believe me when I say that we're going to bring you back. Perhaps when that Woman King Part 2 thingy happens.
Yes.
I hope you would pick our calls though.
Definitely.
Because we'll
The
come
same
to
way I
your...
picked now.
Okay.
At that time, we just if you don't pick up, we just tell them, say, look at you. Why you
I will drag you by your wings. I'll drag you by your wings. All right.
Really,
so,
we do love you.
yeah.
We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
wish
so
you all the
much.
best. Best of luck in the industry, and we hope to see you in far places, Hollywood, Bollywood. Because once you do
Yes.
direct.
Yes. Let's collaborate.
Hollywood,
Let's do all of that.
Bollywood, and all the woods there could possibly
Mhm.
be, right? So do not forget to follow us on all social media platforms. On Instagram, we are YeYeTalk_podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, on TikTok, so that you do not miss out on any episode. Right here on YeYeTalk Podcast, we say it as it is, the truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
The truth you want to hear, the truth you do not want to hear. In case you're catching yourself, catch it and go and change your ways. All right, I remain your favorite screen diva, Midday, and of course, I have the other half of the double M right here, Moyo Sore. Yup. And she's saying,
Till next time when we come your way, Remember to share this with someone who needs to see this, and trust us to come with another juicy guest with another juicy topic. And yes, rub the truth on your face like we used to. And I don't feel it's a shallow. Till next time.
Bye.